In many of my videos, in the past 2 years, I've mentioned all of history is a lie. I even say the human beings didn't come into this realm maybe 200 years ago. So you think about the supposed industrial revolution started in the 1800s, right? All this advancements and technology just all happened to happen in the 1800s, right? They tell us that human beings have been around here 100,000 years, 200,000 years, right? You tell me that the human beings didn't do anything until maybe 200 years ago, right? The reason why I keep saying in my other previous, the shocking truth of the world videos, where I say the shocking truth is that the meltdown happened 200 years ago. It's stuff like this, like these historic forts that's all over the world, like forts everywhere, right? You see forts in, Portugal, Sri Lanka, India, right? America. You see these forts everywhere, built everywhere, right? Supposed by the colonials, but then what happened? They just left, right? So here's some supposed history of these forts. This is Fort Gaines in Alabama, so I'm going to concentrate on this one today. Fort Gaines, located at Dauphin Island along Mobile Bay, was a crucial site for the South during the Civil War. Here we go, Civil War, which is another lie. The well-preserved ramparts of Fort Gaines have guarded the entrance to Mobile Bay for more than 150 years. That's what they tell us, right? 150 years. Now a historic site, the fort stands as the eastern tip of the Dauphin Islands, where it commands panoramic views of the Bay of the Gulf of Mexico. Blah, 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 blah. Let me see here. Let's see other ones. The founding of Fort Gaines. The founding, right? They always say the founding. These things were never built by human beings, folks. Right now, I'm telling you right now, a human being has never touched these things. So, the founding of the Fort Gaines, the military garrison, later named Fort Gaines, was established in the Chattahoochee River in 1814, right? Like I said, supposedly all these advancements happened in the 1800s, right? To patrol the buffer against the British and hostile Indians created by the land ceded in the Treaty of Fort Jackson. Benjamin Hawkins, venerable Indian agent to the South Tribes, troops commanded by the Cochee Chief William McIntosh, had the task of enforcing General Jackson's prohibition of any Indian entry into the newly acquired territory. His orders were to blah, blah, blah. Okay, this is all fake history, folks. All these figureheads that they keep telling us, General Jackson, everything telling us in the history books is a lie, folks. I'm telling you right now, you're going to start waking up to this. You think flat earth and fake space was a lie? History is a bigger lie, right? History is a bigger lie to explain away these, right? These forts. These forts are meant for something else from the old world. I'm assuming some sort of atmospheric energy device or a water energy device, right? It has nothing to do with star forts, right? I don't think it has to do with star forts. I think these are devices. They always put these cannons, right? They put these props to tell you this is meant for war, right? This has nothing to do with war. They put these, an anchor, right? Okay, so I'll show you some detailed photos of this fort in a second. Okay, here's an overhead shot of Fort Gaines. What you see inside here, these are just props. These are these props to remind you that people were in here, ready for battle, right? This thing was never ready for battle, folks. This is all star fort. I'm thinking it has to do with atmospheric energy or water energy, some sort of. We'll never know, right? We'll never know. So here is some more proof of the big meltdown that hit this place. You see the bricks, transforming. This was all bricks before. These star forts may have been, survived the big event, right? And the governments of the world, started making these stories up that these rings were made by Civil War and everything. You see the bricks are transforming here, right? So you're telling me, just take a look at this, the civil engineering here, like the engineering involved in making this. Take a closer look at this. You're telling me the human beings in the 1800s, early 1800s, did this. Look how accurate this thing is. This is accurate to the T. Like, if any of you engineers or architects went in here and start measuring, you'll see there's no errors. There are no errors in any of those structures anywhere. You can see the meltdown here. The bricks start transforming. Like I said, look at the accuracy, folks. Look at the accuracy. They're telling you that in the early 1800s they did this, right? And look how many layers, too. Why can't we do this today, right? Why can't we do this today? Again, look at the accuracy. Look at the accuracy. The cuts are perfect. A human being didn't do this. Someone with a higher intelligence did this, like a being with a higher intelligence, or a machine did this. Or maybe the Matrix we live in did this, right? Look how accurate this thing is. And look how many layers of bricks. You're telling me they wasted all these bricks, right? For just one structure, which they could have, built, structures for residents, right? But no, just for this one structure for war, right? Again, look how accurate this is. You're telling me that this is from Civil War, right? Right. Look at this cuts. Look at these cuts. Look at how many layers of bricks. You could probably do the Empire State Building with this thing. How many bricks they have here. Again, take a closer look at this. Look at this. How accurate this thing is. The accuracy is unbelievable. The amount of bricks too. This is the sheer amount of bricks. This is scary. It just boggles my mind how many bricks they used. Again, look how many bricks. This was a closer shot, and this is the macro shot. Look at that. And this is only one ward or one section. Look how accurate this is. Look how accurate. There's no errors in this line right here. There's no errors. Every brick is cut perfectly. Look at this. I bet you this brick matches this side brick, right? You can start measuring all this stuff. You can see some of the warping damage to these bricks from the big event, the plasma event. Same here. So this section didn't survive. See all this? It used to be brick like this. You see this? All this used to be brick and started transforming to rock. Same here. All this is rock now. Used to be brick. They never tell us what these things are for. Like what is this section for, right? They tell you look at the work here. Look at the workmanship. Again, look at how many bricks they used in this fort. It's even down here, all these bricks everywhere. This whole land is bricks too, underneath. These bricks have been completely transformed. Again, same thing. These bricks were destroyed. These bricks survived, but they started transforming because you can see the whitish, the white right here. It used to be all red. This section was completely destroyed, mangled, fell off. Again, look at the sheer amount of bricks, right? What was this thing really for? Again, look how many bricks. Look how many layers of bricks everywhere. And look how accurate that everything is. Right? Same thing here. This section started transforming. Starting to get white hot. Or very glowing hot. And then, I don't know. It started warping and ballooning outwards. And look how many bricks here. This side right here. Again. Everything's accurate to the T. There's no errors here, folks. You're telling me that people in the 1800s, these people that kept on fighting each other, right, with muskets and cannons, they were able to do this? Give me a freaking break. Completely changed. This whole wall was completely changed from the big event. Evidence red brick. Evidence red brick. Red brick. More evidence. Evidence. Not sure what happened here. This is a brick right here. Not sure what this is. Look again. Look at how many layers of bricks, folks. Look how many layers of bricks. This section right here is weird. Look at this. You can see like the bricks coming out right here. So this may have been transforming. Like this section is transformed. Section started transforming. Broken bricks. Look how many layers of bricks, folks. The sheer amount of bricks is got to question. You got to start bringing, start coming into your minds like, what the hell? How did they do this? It's accurate too. It's all accurate to the T. Oh, this thing started transforming, cooking. See this section? The mortar started coming outwards, right? This section, it survived. This section didn't. See that? Oh, I'll keep going. Skip through these photos. Ship's rudder. I think this was added afterwards. It was a sailing boat probably built between 1800 and 1850s. Oh, these historians. Oh, these liars. Look at the melting bricks. They started melting. The sheer amount of bricks, folks. It's got to come into your mind. Like, how did they do this, right? Look how many bricks they used. A sheer amount of bricks, right? Look at this. This is like an archway. Look at how many bricks they use for the archway, right? You tell me they had time to do this while doing, fighting in battle? Give me a break. Look how many bricks here on the outside walls. You can see this cooking, the blackening, right? It started to melt from the big event, the heat damage. Look at how many bricks. Look how many bricks. You can pause the video here and start counting how many bricks. The sheer amount of bricks should bring up red flags of all the history, right? That's why I keep telling you, even the 1800s may have been a lie. I think the human beings came into being to maybe 150 years ago. I don't think the human beings have been around here long. Because the lies they keep telling us, right? It's over and over again. Look how many bricks. Look how many bricks. And who designed this, right? If you think about did you think that they designed it on the fly, right? It would take hundreds of years to do this. Back in the day, their technology. And they built these buildings everywhere. It was not just one. It was like millions of them. Probably millions of them. I think that's it. That's all the photos. Unbelievable. Yeah, that's the end. So, yeah, Fort Gaines, another proof. There's history's a lie. The Civil War never happened. The Civil War was created to explain away these buildings.